they graduate a bridge class, they become a member. I mean, tens of thousands of us. How many people in America are Irish?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everyone.
That's a microphone. I have to make you look interesting. Hello, my name is Thomas Mac Cormac, and I am part of the committee that's running the first ever sectional in Ireland, an ACBL Sectional in Dublin.
Hi, I'm Donna Lombardini. I work for the ACBL as a director, and I will be directing that tournament in Ireland in September.
I'm Jade Barrett. I've been around for a million years. I run the Great American Bridge Tour, and we are sponsoring the tournament along with Grandmaster Bridge in Ireland.
So where did it come about? How are we doing an ACBL tournament in Ireland?
Well, the CBAI has its 100th anniversary in 2033. There's a lot of Irish players who come to America, and we just thought it'd be a way of introducing Irish players to the American style of bridge.
It's not just that. There's a lot of American players who have Irish heritage. I mean, tens of thousands of us. Just think about the population of the United States. 30% of them have Irish heritage. So when you can't help that there are players here who like to go to Ireland. There used to be regular Irish trips, and why not have a combination of the two? Cross-marketing the Irish bridge because of Thomas's efforts. Teaching has gone exceptionally well. They've recruited a lot of members through a process that was established 20 years ago. You know, they graduate a bridge class, they become a member.
Straight away.
Want to explain that a little?
Well, in Ireland we have a population of 5.1 million, and we have 30,000 members of our federation. So it's probably the highest percentage per head of population in the world. And we lost about 5,000 members with COVID, but since COVID we've got all of them back on our list.
Okay.
So we work hard at teaching and supporting less experienced players to enter the game.
But also we put them into the league essentially immediately.
They become members of the federation almost as soon as they're finished classes.
So how do you market the classes?
Just word of mouth, advertising in the local papers and flyers around community halls and things like that. But there's a lot of bridge classes in Ireland happening in September and January every single year.
The funny thing about the Cormac family of clubs is that it isn't just a family of clubs. I mean, how many of your family members are involved in this process?
We all play. Mum used to play. Dad still plays. I have nephews and nieces that play. I have a sister that plays. So we all play a little bit of bridge. Yeah.
I think Thomas and I were when we first connected would be in the European Youth Bridge Festival in 1996. 97. And I said to him then, you know, if you really wanted to, you could be great at this. So I get a call 20 years later saying, I'm ready. So what I heard later, well, you tell that part.
Well, what I said to him actually was, I remembered when he was a pro and I was a junior, and I thought to myself, if Jade Barrett can do it, anybody can.
How many students ago now was that for
That's
you?
a lot. We work hard at what we're doing, yeah?
We're talking 10,000.
We're privileged to do what we do as well.
So can we talk a little bit more about this ACBL tournament in
Absolutely.
Dublin? So all the Irish from America should come on over and hang out with their family in Ireland.
Not just Irish. Right?
Anybody
who's an Irish family. It's St. Patrick's Day. How many people in America are Irish?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
There are many people.
So
here.
what are the dates? Let's talk about the dates, the specifics.
September 1st through the 4th is the ACBL Sectional in Dublin, Ireland. It will be Lansdown Rugby Club, and the host hotel is a 3-minute walk. It's called the Sandymount Hotel. Very reasonable rates. It is a beautiful time of year to go down there and visit people and see the sights. There's tons to do in Dublin. CBAI will be holding a sectional of their own, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, following the ACBL sectional, everyone's welcome to come and experience some Irish bridge as well, and also see the sights, go around Dublin, go around Ireland. If you've never been to Ireland, I've never heard anybody say they had a terrible time in Ireland. everybody loves Ireland. It's a beautiful time of year. There's lots to see and do. If you like golf, if you like colleges, if you like castles, if you like history, if you like knitted goods, woolens, if you like anything, if you like emerald green, go to Ireland.
So, Thomas, I have a question. So let's say I wanted to go to Europe and maybe I want to go for a couple of weeks. Is there a tournament the week before or the week after that's in Europe that's nearby?
There is a tournament starting in the middle of September.
Right,
around the
so
world.
people could go to Ireland, do the sectional, get a little practice in,
Absolutely.
and then head over to the Worlds. Maybe
Yeah.
find some Irish teammates.
They might, yeah.
There's a good chance.
There's a good chance, yeah. I think one of the things you'll also find that it's very inexpensive to fly from Dublin to any of those places. I mean, Thomas goes to Italy to play tournaments on the weekend for like, what, 30
Yeah,
euros
I was
or
in
something.
Paris a few weeks ago and my flight cost me €85 return from Dublin. So it's not expensive to fly in and out of Dublin. And Dublin is also a port of entry for America.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's easy on us coming
It's
back.
easy on you coming back. You do all your business in Dublin.
You do
Okay.
all of it, but I think that other things that we should be looking at isn't just the experience of that. To experience this massive club, we remiss not to speak about the CBAI headquarters. Temple Oak is an amazing place. How old is this?
It's only about 30 years old.
Yeah, but the pub, the downstairs, they
Yeah, it's a house. It's an old landed gentry house, and the bar of the Bridge Club is a protected area. It has a special sort of clay that they made it years and years ago, and we're not allowed to change it. Yeah,
like
so there's
centuries ago.
centuries
Yeah.
ago. Yeah,
So it's but the club itself is enormous. I mean,
yeah. They have about. I think well over 1,000 members. They play bridge 5 mornings a week, 5 nights a week, which would be very unusual to the Americans. There's not a lot of bridge at night, and they get about 100 tables a day.
Okay.
it's a beautiful space. I mean, we have a great time in Ireland in general with players. Just like every place else, there are people who are really more open and interesting than others. But everyone is always curious as to the visitors going. Now, Thomas and I had a great tournament a year ago when we won the Moylan Cup, which is the Irish National Invitational Championship.
Yep.
And the interesting aspect of all of this is that they were very welcoming to the fact that Donna and Karen, my wife Karen, played for the Northern Irish Bridge Union. And they did well for the Northern Irish Bridge Union, and we won. Thomas and I won this Open, but it was in a place that's another historical club. Yeah, the clubs in America, are different. There are full-time clubs and satellite clubs. Most of the Irish clubs are satellite.
They are. Yeah. They only play bridge 1 or 2 nights a week in maybe a premises that isn't dedicated for bridge. Could be a community hall or a church hall, something like that. But there's, 500 clubs in Southern Ireland.
And you can't get to them. Thomas was past president of the
A long time ago now, over a decade ago now. Yeah,
the youngest president ever.
youngest ever. Yeah, nobody under the age of 40 had ever done it before.
So we're happy with the chance to do this, and the support from Bronia, who gave us the go-ahead, and from Brian Wilkie, who gave us this. The ACBL has been very open to this administration. Previous administrations it was not, because it didn't want to step on CBAI's feet.
Yeah,
Right
and
now,
the CBAI are
the
very
C-
supportive of it as well.
Yeah.
Both federations are enthusiastic to try something and to try to cross-pollinate our players.
Yeah, sounds lovely. I hope I can make it.
I hope you
too.
do.
Well, we hope you can too.
Yeah.
Me too.